Hello everyone.
Hello, Teacher Pendo.
Welcome to Hot Numbers. Now last week we learned about tables as well as two types of graphs, a bar graph and a line graph. Today we shall be continuing on the topic of tables and graphs. We are going to learn how to draw a pie chart, which is yet another type of graph, as well as how to calculate arithmetic mean of a given set of data.
Teacher Pendo?
Yes, Marara.
Now, I was just wondering what kind of pie our pie chart will be. Will it be chicken pie or beef pie or maybe potato pie? Oh, pumpkin. Yes, I love pumpkin pie.
Marara, you're always thinking with your stomach. Okay. Now, our pie does not have anything to do with an actual pie. In fact, the only reason it is called a pie chart is because it is round like a pie, and the sections it is divided into resemble pieces of pie. But that is where the relationship and any similarities end. All right. Now, a pie chart is also known as a circle graph.
Oh, well, that is really too bad because I really wanted mine to be a pumpkin pie.
Well, now that that is cleared, let us move on swiftly. Now, on the board here, I have a table with the type of books that we have in our library. Now, the first thing we need to do is find the total number of books in our library. So on your working sheets, try and find the total number of these books. So pick your pencils. So, who has the answer? Yes, Solomon?
2000.
That's correct. The total number of these books is 2,000. Now, that's a total we get by adding the individual amounts. Now, this number is represented by a circle, okay? Now, the whole circle in a pie chart is therefore a representation of the total amount of data. But of this circle, there is a fraction that is made up entirely of English books, one of science books, math books, and so on. We therefore need to find out the measure of this fraction for all the different book subjects. From the table, we know that 600 of the 2,000 books are English books. Now, as a fraction, that would be 600 over 2,000. Now, when we simplify that, it becomes 3 over 10. Now, we will do the same for mathematics books, which gives us 2 over 10 in simplified form. And the science books would give us 4 over 10. And lastly, the Kiswahili books give us 1 over 10.
Teacher Pendo?
Yes, Marara?
We learned that 1 over 10 is the same as 10%. Is that right?
Yes, that's a very good point, Marara. So we're calculating what percentage of the total number of books each subject is, and then representing that in a circle graph.
Now, how do we do that?
Well, with these fractions we've calculated, we will divide our circle into 10 equal parts, just like this. So let's count them together.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Very good. So 3 of these will be allocated to English books, 2 to math books, 4 to science books, and 1 to Kiswahili books. To differentiate the sections, you should shade them in different colors or shading styles, just like this. So let's have a look at this one. Then write a key for guidance as to which color represents which subject. And you can also label the sections directly on the pie chart. Yes, Jeruto?
Chapendo,
Yes.
how do we read off a pie chart?
Now we know that there are a total of 2,000 books in the library. Okay, now from the pie chart, we can see that the fraction of science books out of this is 4/10. All right, so 4/10 of the 2,000 books in the library are science books. We are therefore going to multiply 4/10 by 2,000 to determine the exact number of science books in the library, which are 800. As you can see, it is very easy to draw and use a pie chart, even though it involves some calculation in order to divide the circle into appropriate portions. Do we all understand how to read and draw information off a pie chart?
Yes, Teacher Pendo.
Very good. We can now move on to the second part of today's lesson, calculating arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean, also referred to as average, refers to the equal distribution of scores, marks, events, and even items. Now, we use this equation to calculate it. For example, to find the mean height of 4 people, you first find the sum of their heights and then divide the sum by the number of people. So let's all measure your heights and then we are going to write them down.
Oh, Teacher Pendo,
Yes, Marara?
are you going to measure my height too?
No, Marara, you are a lion and you would skew the results. Okay, please note down the results as I call them. Right, so we'll start with you, Solomon. Hazel, just help me out. Okay, so stand up straight. Very good. Okay, so he measures 147 centimeters. So write that down, please. 147 centimeters. Solomon, help me out as we take Hazel's measurements. So Hazel measures 139 centimeters. Very good. Right. Let's move on to Kamau. Jeruto, help me out. So Kamau is 159. Right. Centimeters. So write that down. So Kamau, help me out. Measure Jeruto's height. So Jeruto is 146 centimeters. So let us note that down as well. All right, so now let us list all your heights on the board. Okay, so we have 147 centimeters, we have 139 centimeters, 159 centimeters, and 146 centimeters, which gives us a total of 591 centimeters. So that's the total sum of 4 heights. And then we divide our figure by 4. So when we divide our figure by 4, it gives us 147.75 centimeters. So we can say that the mean height is 147.75 centimeters. Now, do we all understand how we did that?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So today we have learned how to draw and read off a pie chart as well as how to calculate the arithmetic mean. And that's all we've got time for on today's Hot Numbers. Thank you for joining us.